What is going on, everybody? It is the last day of the trading week here on Friday. SPY's gapping up about 2 points right now. So pretty much any bearish ideas that I had are thrown out the window. But things are setting up for some great longs now that we have finally decided that we don't want to go down. A bunch of the FANG stocks are looking great, but at the same time I have a bunch of gap stocks that look really, really good. And since I know I perform better in those, no sense in not trading them. So SPY, I'm going to be looking for longs, but we're going to have to hold above this 265.60 area, just past what support becoming resistance here, plus pre-market highs, just something to pay attention to. But I mean, I got plenty of stocks that I'm looking at right now. I just want to do a quick little run through here. WDC is taking off. And it is getting to the point where there's not much of anything in the way now. Once it gets above this 46.50, it's got a ways to go. And then Starbucks is almost made an all-time high. It's kind of weird. I've never seen a stock at 69 being at all-time highs, but regardless, there it is. And then ABBV is the big one that I'm looking at because we just dropped under this little low here. I mean, it's not exactly a head and shoulders, but either way, really weak, constant lower highs here. So I'm really thinking that we could see a big sell-off here in ABBV. Intel's also looking pretty ugly too. Had a chance to go higher. It was looking pretty bullish, but now it's looking really bearish since it had a big gap down. Plenty to look at, plenty to pay attention to and try and trade. So I have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Just gotta see what happens. For the most part, FANG stocks look bullish. Be looking at all of them except for Facebook. Facebook still isn't broken out. Wow, WTC. Wow. $2.50 first minute candle on 1.5 million shares. That is massive. Don't think there's going to be anything here in ABV. Same with Starbucks. Well, that might not be true with Starbucks. We'll have to see what it does right here. It's turning down. Gotta pay attention. But I'm not seeing anything. No gap and go setups. Oh my god. NVIDIA, what in the world happened? I'm seeing some giant red candles on these FANG stocks. Baba had a huge $2 sell-off there. And NVIDIA just... What is going on with NVIDIA? We just absolutely tanked. I don't know what is... I don't know. It looked great for a breakout higher. But, I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, we're seeing some gigantic red candles right now. Not in AMD. ABBV still moving down. CL pretty good actually. Apple's pulling off too. Well, that's pretty concerning, I guess, because a bunch of these FANG stocks were right at some. Apple actually broke out higher, but NVIDIA, just massive failure. And Intel just lost it. About to close 3 minutes here. Yeah, really strange price action right now. Actually seeing a bunch of failed breakouts higher. Bunch of them. Netflix still has a chance. Apple still, oh no, Apple failed. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how that all plays out. I would like to see some strength because things aren't really in a prime shorting area. Touch this 50 twice here. See if I can get something up there. Let's see what's going on. Alright, we're in ORB territory. Intel's losing it. SPY's been dropping here. We're having a pretty weak open right now. Alright, let's see what the tape looks like. Maybe he's killing me, so I'm gonna look at CL. I mean, it's not fantastic. Let's see, if we go for the break at 60, I mean, my stop loss is pretty far away. $60, at least 20. But the slow mover. Especially for here at the open, but it's had a really strong start. I mean, it's a solid pattern. And it's about the only thing I'm seeing right now. Some big red volume bars. I still think we got a shot here. I'll take this over 56. If I see 56. I'm in. Stop loss will just be underneath, probably about this 20 here. I think 19 is a good spot. We'll see if it keeps acting as good. Good support. Probably can't even do that. I got filled at 57. Yeah, I'm a little too big here. It's good volume though. Don't really have any targets other than the pivot line. Probably 63. I think 63 is what I need to go for here. Looks great though. Just need to see some continuation here. That's a good sign. Netflix is looking really good for a pro Intel. Oh god, I don't want to take my eyes off this. It's no RB, so I gotta take off majority right away. So far, great looking volume here. Change my stop loss to underneath that 30. we're still looking great here. Yeah, Intel left me. I should have switched over to try and look at it. Netflix attempting a breakout here. But overall, market's just kind of weak. I just don't really feel it, you know. Everything. I mean, all these up gap stocks I had too were just kind of crashing. Seeing some really good volume here. I would expect this to keep going. Having some trouble with that 69 though. Couldn't tell if that's a hidden seller. I think it is a hidden seller. There we go. Solid break. I need some more though. Just gotta deal with it. I am missing some great shorts right now. Kind of slowing down here. If we get another push just like that. Alright, take off majority here. I missed a really good trade in Intel and ABBV. ABBV might be giving me, by the grace of God, the market gods, a second chance here. Let's see. Week open came under. Well, this 81's kind of coming into play here. Market's actually pulling up here. Oh, Baba. Baba's not quite at the important level yet. Do I want to short ABBV if it comes back to VWAP again? I mean, this time, if it does get up there. So let's see. Vertical, kind of rolled over, vertical. Yeah, it's looking weaker and weaker still. I think we still got a chance here. If it comes back to VWAP, I still want to get in this. Yeah, WDC and Starbucks just lost it. No follow through to the upside there. Intel's coming back again. It just had a break. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, man. Starting to get bought up a little bit here, though. See, week open, came up, kind of getting chopped around. Tempted to go higher, especially above this 38, 39. Come back to view up again. 9 EMA is quite not in play yet, but I'll see what happens on a push here. I think it would make more sense to make my stop up higher. Don't want to get in too early though. I need to wait at least a couple candles here. CL's still moving up. I'll change my stop on it to a close below the 9 because it's just going straight vertical right now. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But I want Intel to kind of consolidate a little bit here for a minute. Give me like some kind of rollover candle, because last time I got up here it made a candle like that. I'm wondering if it's gonna do the exact same here. But I'm wanting to see some kind of failed higher push, because at the same time, I mean, it's not totally bearish. The setup is definitely there, the chance is definitely there, but I need to see it develop a little bit more. Or it might just leave me anyway. Bob is setting up for a really nice trap trader scenario here. We get a push underneath set 75. Then we get bought back up into the 90s. So I can probably get 400. SPY might be losing it here. That's probably not going to help. Come on. Colgate's just powering on through. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good trap trader scenario. We need to see it though. Oh, there's so much going on right now. And I haven't even looked at 4 of the 6 FANG stocks. Alright, Starbucks is getting above VWAP here. It's a much better sign. Intel's starting to lose it here. It's making a pretty nice triangle, but I wanted to see more VWAP. And Baba looked fantastic. Just didn't get exactly what I wanted. Alright, something funky's going on INTC here. We just had a failed breakdown. This thing might want to end up going higher. Made the mistake yesterday of entering in after we just had a failed breakdown. So now that we just had a failed breakdown, just need to watch it develop more. That's all I need to do. If anything, we need a fake push above 35. Because it definitely still looks good. Can definitely still be a solid move, but that failed push lower kind of bothers me. So I need to see a failed push higher. Forget you, Baba. Baba was great. Netflix is going vertical. What the hell? Alright, we're starting to see these breakouts I was talking about earlier. At least in Netflix. Netflix is definitely above it. So I'll be looking for a pullback on that one. Come on. Yeah, there's volume coming into this move here. It's only been 15 seconds and we're already almost matching. But we're not getting the follow through here. Yeah, again, need to see that failed move higher first. Alright, CL finally might be starting to turn down here. Might be looking to get out. Alright, well, Intel with another failed break here. Now that 20's coming into play. there might just be a solid long to the upside. We've had 2 failed breakdown attempts here, but it's still getting tighter. It's broken down out of the triangle, but it hasn't broken down out of the range yet, and might see it this candle here. Alright, CL is getting into that spot. It's underneath the 9, right? Oh wow, it's got a big sell-off. See where it closes. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. CL just dropped like a point. I guess I'm watching it on my other chart for a pullback, but it looks like Intel's finally going to break down here. Just waiting for CL to give me some kind of decent pullback because it was just a huge red candle. And Intel, another failed breakdown. We might want to go higher here. There we go. CL's coming back. Alright. I'll take it out there. That's good enough. Intel, really not thrilled at all with it. Wade's wanting to move down here. So I'm thinking there's just going to be a good long. I'll have to watch how it develops. I think I need to be watching NVIDIA too for some kind of influence here. You're killing me, Intel. What do you want to do? Doesn't make sense to long it, so I just gotta wait. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, Intel just touched VWAP again up here. Kind of broke out of this recent range. Obviously not quite as high as this 28. But it's got so many failed shorts that I'm wondering what it's waiting on to see if it does want to move lower. So I'm thinking that there still could be a good short in here. Right, continuously holding underneath VWAP. Just what are we waiting on? It's got plenty of support underneath. And the 60 is not going to show me anything. Well, shoot. Guess might not get anything after all. I'll come back to VWAP for the 3rd time. Just not looking as strong. I mean, that was kind of a failed breakdown. Yeah, Intel's finally losing it. That was my last shot, I guess. Market is pulling down here. I wasn't holding above you for some time. We're not seeing a spectacular breakout here. So possible short. He's trying to make a move. Facebook looking pretty nice so far. So let's see. Failed higher there. Failing here. I don't like it for a short either. All the moving averages. Plus the overall market's kind of strong right now. I don't think I should be looking for shorts. Unless it's a gap stock. Look at that. So now it's failing and starting to roll over and curl lower. But moving averages are kind of killing it. Just don't think it's going to be a good short. What am I looking at? What was that? Is that a trap trader scenario? No, not anymore, I guess. Failed higher. Yeah, definitely stay away from that one. Facebook, nice little squeeze there. Alright, well, I got nothing. Alright, I think I'm watching ABBV here for a trap trader scenario. I want to see another little spike above here and get stuff back under. I'm thinking if we get somewhere in the 20s, max stop loss will be at 40. Best entry probably, I don't know, 15 or something. So I think 350 would be about 100. Oh wow, Intel, just another failed breakdown. It's squeezing right back to VWAP. It's gotta take a while now to set up for a good long though. Alright, so let's see. Big breakdown right into daily support. Bunch of little chopping around. Didn't quite go as far here. It's actually weakening. So the bullish pullback was pretty strong. Yeah, I need to see a fake here. Need to see a fake out. Because this is the bearish chance to make this thing go lower, and so far we are not. So I need to see that fake higher first. Got our chance right here. Here it comes. Well, that's 20. That is out of the range. Not by much. That's not that great. I need to see above 20. I don't know, it's starting to curl higher here. Might just see a nice squeeze back to VWAP. Just wanna wait. Could go either way. It's definitely struggling here at this 20. There's 20. I couldn't tell if there was a hidden seller there or not. There just wasn't enough buying on the ask. Very strange price action. Alright, underneath, back in the 90s. If it wants to go, now's the time to go. up. I think I'm gonna go for the long here on a squeeze, because that was its severalth attempt to get underneath that 80. Big buyers. Intel is just stuck. Yeah, if it fails this down move here, I'm definitely looking for a long. Probably pretty big too. At least 400. Have to see if we get up there. Oh, big sells there. Big volume too. Yeah, it might just start going low too. Just watching. Cause I don't trust it for a short. It hasn't told me that it doesn't want to go higher yet. CL is doing something. Intel is finally squeezing above VWAP. Decent little pop, nothing super special. Alright, we're coming back. Orders in. Orders not in. Just going for the quick scalp. I imagine there could be a pretty big short squeeze here. Just that volume, just huge. But it didn't go anywhere. Let's start looking at some more stuff. Whole bunch of crap going on right now. It is just too hard to pay attention to all of this stuff. Seen some volume here. Something's happening. Geez, I'm gonna have to widen my stop a little bit. I mean, my spread gets a little spready. Just wanna make sure I'm actually in this thing if it gets up there. SPY's ripping up to new high day. And now we're kind of running the issue where it's taking so long. I'm remembering that BMY trade yesterday, where we had a huge up move at the open, and I thought that there would be a bunch of trap longs with their stop loss underneath 50. But once we got that break underneath 50, there was nothing. So now I'm wondering if this is just taking so long that all the shorts are just getting out anyway. Let's see. Last we got the 15. Ask is stepping up. But yeah. I'll come back to this when something happens. Okay, I'm watching Tesla here. It's actually making a pretty decent triangle. Each time the bears make a push lower, it's getting weaker and weaker here. Unless this move right here actually works on it. Each time the bulls make a move, I mean vertical, 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 but now we're just kind of slowly chopping sideways. Just getting a little out of whack. I think, because we're definitely seeing a bunch of failed little pushes lower here. And the SPY's been really strong, but Tesla hasn't. We've been consolidating underneath VWAP for some time. 5-minute 90 May has been holding up price here. And it looks like it's dropping lower again. Having some trouble with this 262, 292. Could actually be a good short underneath that. There it goes. I don't know, just don't touch to the short side because the market's so strong. But Bob's falling apart here. ABBV did break down, but it's not really going anywhere. I don't really know what to do on it. DHI, I think it's some kind of triangle. Some kind of something. So this didn't break lower, and that didn't break higher. So it's just getting tighter and tighter. I don't know, that's kind of a weird spot too. Alright, still nothing. Okay, SPY's blasting off. ABV is making that move back up to that 20 level. Definitely a failed breakdown attempt here. Just wanting to watch the price action up here. If he is still there, I would imagine we could still see a squeeze from all this, especially after the failed short breakdown. A little closer. Now we're kind of getting stuck here at this 15. Yeah, look at the 14 in these two cases. Yeah. It's only the 2 minute. I'm not sure if I'm really worried about that or not. There. Oh shit, I'm in. What the hell? Unbelievable, man. I don't know what just happened. I was, got that teeny tiny little spike above and then we just lost it. Yeah, well, that's a good sign that it doesn't want to go short again then. But I hate to just take a short. I lost so much money on that. That was unreal. I was not prepared for that whatsoever. Yeah, it's still getting stuck around here. So it got to 26. So 28 could be my stop. See what happens if it wants to fail again. Because now it's just kind of turning into a trap trader trade. We had that little fake push above. Caught me pretty good. But I'll have some trouble here. Tons of volume flowing though. So I do like it for a short still. But the problem is I want a better entry. Tried to move higher. Didn't really want to. I need a better entry on this because it keeps consolidating around that 80 level. Hidden seller here, I think. Alright, and this stop is going to be above that 28 still. Might take a while because it's been making those higher lows and whatnot here. But after we've seen two failed pushes here, it just might take a little bit. We'll just have to wait and see. Stop is going to be where the stop needs to be though. It's got 27, so 29. Private target is a break underneath the 75, 77. Kind of just want to have it in because I want to look at other stocks at the moment. I don't just want to be staring at this one the whole time. But if it's gonna make a move already, I just need to be paying attention. And getting bought back up. Not great. But the trade's definitely not dead. I mean, I just gotta stick with it. Just in case the worst could happen. Oh wow, Tesla had a really nice breakdown. Just didn't trust that. Market is pulling off of its high a day, making new lows here. I need to see one of these breaks underneath 80 start holding. We just it's just kind of, we're just tight here. We gotta wait to see which direction it wants to choose, and it's telling me that it doesn't want to choose higher. I mean, I know we keep getting tighter and tighter here. I haven't even thought about drawing a triangle, and that's it right there. So this is the candle that it needs to make a move on. Okay, I'm getting out here because I'm going to place my order back underneath because it's a failed breakdown, and it's just not a good sign. So stop's going to be underneath this candle right at, I'm going to go 95 here. So hopefully it wants to get me back in. I would like to get back in, but I definitely don't like that initial reaction, and I'm not trying to lose any more money on this trade. See, I can change my stop too. I'm actually think I'm gonna go 500 here, because I definitely still like this for a solid push if we can get underneath. 94 has got to be the place to be here. So this is 95 and this is 96. Stop loss will change to, looks like 15. So about 20 cents there. So we could definitely still make a move. just can't believe we've gone sideways for this long. But I know we can definitely make a move. Just a matter of time. I mean, it's failed breakout lower, so what does that tell you? Maybe it's a good breakout to the long. Do I go for the long again? No, I don't think so. Well, there's your failed breakout higher again. That one up to 19. So now 19's gotta be the new stop. Or 20. Seeing something? Alright, I'm in at 93. There's another hidden buyer here. Well, we got the fake move higher, so it tells me it wants to go lower. Whew. Gigantic buyer just stepped in. We'll have to see what happens at him. Lots of volume here. I'm stuck at this 80 again. $50's coming down on it, so hopefully that makes a difference. Gotta watch and wait still. I'm still stuck in this trade. It's just we got crazy action on both ends. I mean, hidden buyers, hidden sellers. You know, which way is it gonna go? Still respecting the original trend line here. Need to get back underneath 80. I have this in just in case one of the worst short squeezes imaginable comes in. This SPY's trying to get back to high day here. Baba. It's interesting. Clearly hidden buy here at 80. But it's like there's a hidden sell there at 06 too. If we break underneath 80, I'm going to change my stop to probably 10. Yeah, I think 10's a good spot. Because all these hidden sellers and whatnot have been here this whole time. I mean, if we just keep getting failed breakdown after failed breakdown after failed breakout, then I just don't know. No sense trying to force anything to work. You know, maybe one of these days we're going to break underneath this 80. That would be great. I think I just saw a flash underneath. Seven, 8. We're just getting squashed by the moving averages right now. I mean, we're still respecting it. I'm changing my stop to above 10. It's just there's no more reason to let it go all the way back to that 20. I mean, everything is, the stars have aligned too many times for me to believe that it's actually gonna follow through with some conviction anymore. So unless we start doing something here, I think the recent range that we're in is a good spot to get out. Something more. God, man, that's it. Just not seeing anything. SPY just had a big red candle there. It just made a new high day and then turned around and lost about almost a point. Big volume picking up. I mean, just waiting. Bunch of red there, but I know better than to think that that means anything anymore. We gotta actually start breaking price levels here. I don't care what the tape does anymore. Well, here we are again. Just look at this 5 minute. My God, it is. What are we gonna do? And there it is, out at 14. NVIDIA is in a really weird spot here. So it just kind of tried to break out higher from this triangle and it's failing. It's getting kind of stuck at this 154. Just kind of going sideways here. The market's really strong right now. It is making a new high a day. So I'm not really sure what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to go for the breakout because 90 man on the 5 minute chart is right on top of price and it's clearly been acting as good resistance. Just wondering if there's a good short here. There might be a good short underneath. Probably looks like into the 80s. If this move fails here, I think I like it better for a short. So we got 33. Looks like it's failing. Yeah, there it is right there. Came underneath. So I could make 30 something my stop loss. Can only get about 250. I'm gonna go for this. SPY's making a new high a day here, but NVIDIA just doesn't seem to be really following anything here. So I'm thinking that it could at least come back to VWAP. No, that kind of does something there, I guess. Because what was support is now, I mean, I guess you could call that resistance. I mean, ultimately I want to see a breakdown outside of this triangle. So the profit target's probably going to be 152.70. So I could be holding this for a little bit. Have to see how it plays out. Yep. ABBV finally squeezing higher. It went back to VWAP. Took an hour. So far, nothing terrible. I mean, we just keep making lower highs. Just want to see it eventually start respecting this trend line. So far, not great. Still telling me it could be a good short. I don't know. I don't think I misread any price action here. I mean, it was a failed breakout higher. I mean, it just lost underneath the VWAP. It was kind of testing higher, failed. It looked like it was coming back underneath. There it is. Alright, last chance here. I'm looking at Baba. So overall really strong, absolutely lost it. Got back above VWAP pretty strong again, kind of consolidated, started failing. Came under, didn't reach as high, came lower. No breakdown here, 159 was holding. Looks like high of this was 36. Yeah, we just touched 38, so we did just kind of break out of this range here. SPY is ultimately really strong right now. Can't tell if I like it for a short more or a long, because if I go short, I mean, I pretty much made the mistake with the Nvidia. But the Nvidia is not nearly the same chart as Baba is, because Baba's had 3 separate times to get higher, and it's failed. I mean, the 90 MA is holding it up here pretty well. Really low volume on that push. Pretty good volume on the comeback. I don't know. I think I might just need to wait for it to tell me it doesn't want to go one way or the other. Just doesn't look like that great of a long. See, each close has been above the VWAP. And we're getting ready to close again here in the next minute. I think I'm just getting mixed signals right now. I think what I need to do is just wait, because this 9 is going to come into play and it's going to change here in another minute, and it's going to be even tighter on Baba. But the price action is just telling me that it doesn't look good for a long, so I just need to wait. Okay, the 5-minute bar closed and we finally closed underneath of VWAP here, and I think it's just starting to look weaker and weaker. If we get another little push above this 30 and we fail, I'm in this. Because the 5-minute was a little deceptive, because whenever you look at the 2-minute, the 2-minute just looks a lot more bearish. Because we keep getting all these little pushes, fake pushes every direction. Need a better entry. Come on, man, don't do it yet. Well, apparently that touched 04. I didn't see anything. So far, nothing special about that. But it's Baba, so you gotta wait and respect it. Okay, I'm watching Netflix here. It just keeps looking weaker and weaker, and we just made a little push above this range here. I'm wondering if this move fails here and gets back underneath 334. I think I'm looking at it for a short, but so far that is a pretty bullish candle. Just kept looking weaker and weaker. I mean, pretty much vertical, a little pullback, vertical, a little pullback, vertical. Then it starts getting weaker. Sloping up still, curling over. See, it's a little weaker on this push up. And then this attempted recovery from the bounce just looked terrible until this just happened. I mean, the market's SPY's not really holding higher. It's just kind of going sideways at the moment. I don't know, I might have to come back to this one too. Okay, I'm watching Netflix here. It's actually looking like it might be a pretty decent time to get long on this pullback. SPY also just came down pretty hard, so it's definitely what caused the pullback. It's kind of interesting. Stop loss would be to start underneath, looks like 55-ish. So it's only about 70 bucks here. I'm just not thrilled. And the SPY seems to be moving lower, so I guess Netflix can do the same thing. Bought back up. Okay. Alright, let me go for this here. See if I can get filled. I'm in. Stop loss is just going to still be underneath this 55 here. So I like what the SPY is doing. The SPY, it's going to fail that breakdown just like it did. You know, it's like a trap trader scenario on the SPY too. So just wanting to see this thing higher. Above 355 is target. Okay. Yeah, definitely 55. SPY's pretty strong still. I mean, it's holding higher, trying to go higher. I would imagine it would make a difference. I mean, we had a pretty solid breakout here, so I like that. Did come back under, but we're failing. So it's definitely still got a chance to make that move. It can happen faster than I even realized, so it's better to just have it in. And the 5 minute looks great for a long. Price just came out, had this big engulfing candle here. Coming back, it's about to close right now. So we'll see. 2 minutes okay, 2 minutes actually not that great. Two dojis here, I like that. I don't like that on the SPY though. Stop can move to about 80. So 80, 35, so that's about 50 cents. So I could get 200 shares on a break above this little consolidation range here back into the 30s. I could add here. The SPY actually is looking pretty strong. It's still giving me bullish signals, so we can definitely turn from this. I mean, it's just a super low volume pullback here. 334. Where is this? 334. Son of a bitch. I put in my order wrong. Glad I caught myself. Well, long-term signals are telling me this is a pretty good long still, but we just ain't looking great short-term. Once the SPY starts turning up here, I am going to add into this. I mean, it's just a low volume pullback. If we get that break above, I don't want to, I want to have that in whenever I see strength coming in. I don't want to just get in on some random spike. Well, there's my 35. That's what I'm talking about, some random spike. It's just not. It's just not. Okay, it's looking better now. Got it. Son of a bitch, man. Why do I keep doing this to myself? It's got the 43. And the SPY just, it's not telling me yes or no. It's kind of telling me no now. SPY's holding here. Or Netflix is holding here at 334. It's liking that whole number. Nobody's selling into it. I'm just considering this a complex type pullback here. Come on, dude. Still sticking with 80. clearly that's holding. It actually looks really, really nice. But now that's kind of becoming an issue. So we initially had that good breakout there, but we're taking a while here. Come on, SPY. Gotta keep it together. Tesla's super strong. SPY's actually telling me it's a little weaker now. Tick charts are. Tick charts didn't make a new high. They keep making higher lows, but they didn't make a new high, and that's usually pretty bearish. I'm gonna have to do this just to be a little more cautious, so I don't want to get killed on a random spike that ends up going through my limit. Still looking for 335 here. I'm almost getting another chance to add here. Stop loss can be underneath 90 now because we made that new low. Yeah, but my chance for another entry is gone. That SPY is killing me. I hate to get out of Netflix just because of what the SPY is doing. I mean, it's still holding here. It's moving higher as SPY is moving down, so I mean, it's a pretty good sign. SPY. Come on, man. And 335 clearly going to be the spot to get out. I think I need to be a little cautious though, because if we do get up there, I don't think I should go for the break, because past few times we have broken through it. You know, it's just been a failure. So if we get above, if we get into the 90s, I'll start taking some. Was a hidden seller there, he's gone now. Need the bid to step up. Need the bid to step up. Take a little bit. 85, you're kidding me. Shit. I have to stop trading today. I've never been this angry about trading in my life, and I keep making mistakes. I keep fat fingering things. I mean, clearly I am just not in it, so I need a minute and I'll come back. Alright, I'm looking at INTC. It just looked like a really good setup. I mean, I took like 10 minutes, just walked away, come back, I'm feeling a little bit better. Just need to make sure that I'm judging price action correctly here. So, for the most part, it's been hovering above VWAP. Moving average is finally starting to get above it. The 20's underneath. 2 minutes, everything's underneath here. 1 minute, everything's underneath here. I mean, it just kind of made a little fake breakdown there, but that triangle is not exactly correct, so I think I need to draw this a little bit better. No, I guess that was it. I mean, it looks like it's trying to curl lower right now. Now, let's see. It failed higher from that one, but it pulled back and it's still holding it. And this is the one that it's in now. It's kind of a weird spot. I think if we get a little failed push here, just kind of curling over, looking like it wants for another lower retest here. Wow, Tesla was good. I don't really see any reason that this wouldn't want to go higher. Just getting stuck around this 50. It's just really slow, if anything. A lot of green here. Clearly a hidden buyer or seller. Got above him. Above him too. Didn't make a new low. I mean, the signs are still pointing that we can do something here. Market has been losing it though. Spies just gave up VWAP here, and it looks like it wants to head lower. I think if I'm taking any trades this late in the day, I think shorts for the moment look like they would be better than for a long, because I don't want to be fighting the SPY. Kind of looking at NVIDIA too, just kind of get a picture of what might be doing here. So NVIDIA just failed, broke out higher. That's pretty ugly. Failed, broke out there, breakdown there. God, what's going on with this stock? Actually thinking I like this more. Yeah, higher time frame looks great for a short. Okay, so what do I need to see here? Attempted high volume on that breakout, but this 20 something is really holding nicely. So that was about 30, so my stop loss is at 30. Looks like it's trying to make another attempt here. It's a really weird spot. Back up to that 20 again, 25. It's 33, 36. If it fails this move here, so far it doesn't seem to be failing. I don't know, just didn't look that great for long. Well, the SPY is bouncing from VWAP. It failed to move lower, so now it's moving higher. Well, looks like I was right about Intel too. Just took a while. It's just such a slow mover. It makes it a little more difficult to read. These break out below average volume though. I don't know. It's just getting kind of squeezed at the moment. Alright, Tesla's actually looking pretty good here. It just came back to the spot that it previously broke out from. Pretty good volume, just kind of like a low volume pullback here. I'm thinking I still like this for a long. Every moving average is underneath here. Just wait and see if it wants to give me a good spot to get in at here. Just need to figure out where stop. Stop is definitely under the whole number. SPY was trying to roll over the top there. Okay, what? I have to watch what it does here. Nobody seems to be selling into the bids. Pretty lucky if I could get a fill here. I mean, it's just a great spot for good risk reward, but I think I want to see it come back up first, because right now it's just kind of sitting there. I think best case scenario I can get 250 up around 15 if it comes back up, which it might. I don't know, it's Tesla, it's late in the day. Need to make sure I'm respecting my stop losses and everything else. Bunch buying there. Alright, I like what I'm seeing. It's gonna leave me. Looks great for a longer term or a higher time frame trade here. Oh, damn, dude. Just had such a chance to get a really good entry. I would just hate to just get in all the way up here now. We'll see if it pulls back a little bit. Watching the SPY too. The SPY is not looking too strong here. I'm thinking we might just see another retest completely here. So Netflix trade that I was in actually took off without SPY. It was weird. It mattered until the SPY started dropping, and then Netflix was just like, nah. And I kept moving up anyway. Yep, missed my chance. Okay, so I'm looking at Tesla again here. This 20's been an issue, and we just made a little break below, but I got bought back up real quick there. Well, it's level 292.80. So we're gonna take 100 shares. Okay, fill to 30. I'm risking $50. I don't know, it's not ideal. Okay, I need to force myself to call it a day because I'm still seeing trading opportunities and I just need to not do anything else. I mean, I'm looking at ABBV short. I mean, it still looks like I could do something, but I can't bring myself to do it anymore. So I'm just going to start doing the recap. First trade I took on the day was absolutely fantastic. I had great hopes for the day from the beginning of the day. CL was setting up really low volume, you know, relative to everything else for the open, but I mean the pattern was great, looked fantastic. Took 300 shares to go in long. I had to survive a little tiny pullback there, but I mean really it was just no big deal. I just ended up making a move right towards the whole number, took off most right in front of it and left the rest to ride. Unfortunately, I like making my extra stop loss a close below the 9, but there's a warning sign here. I'm just looking at that volume after this huge run up in volume. I mean, just topping out, rolling over. You know, I mean, I waited. I got exactly what I said I was gonna do, and I waited for a little pullback to get out the rest. But I mean, that's like, it's like 50 cents right here, you know, that I could have saved there on 50 shares. I don't know, it's an extra $25 doesn't make or break anything, but regardless, it's nice to have it. Either way, it was a good trade. ABVV set up a whole bunch of times, so right from the open here, sold off, kind of continued with the gap, fell off really hard, started consolidating and getting stuck around this 80 level. So I started seeing a bunch of triangles. I mean, it's kind of a failed breakout higher there. And then we started doing that. I don't want to do it that way. So initially, we had the, I guess a failed breakout lower, but then it became a failed breakout higher. And I was looking at this 20 level for some kind of break above, because I figured, you know, after this failed short that we just had, there could be a bunch of shorts getting trapped, you know, trying to squeeze out, you know, could get a decent trap there. I was looking at like the 2-minute chart or something whenever I got filled, and whenever I heard the ding, I got filled. It was an immediate loser, and I just kind of froze because I wanted to switch back to the 1-minute chart, but I also didn't want to take my hand off the sell all or sell or whatever, and you know, miss out, I guess. And I mean, I took like $150 loss on it, which was just way more than what I had anticipated. I mean, I got out at least 15 cents below where I wanted to get out, if I was going to get out. I mean, ultimately, it's just really ugly, but we ended up making a really nice triangle. So then we had a failed breakout higher out of that triangle, even higher than this one. So this one reached up above 27 there. So then at that point, I'm like, all right, well, I guess, you know, we might want to go lower still. I knew there was a hidden buyer here at this 80, but I figured that if we could get underneath him, you know, we could definitely continue headed lower. I mean, we just kind of chopped around and we just didn't do anything. You know, we had this little push here, and then I just got squeezed tighter and tighter. You know, we broke underneath this 80 for the last time, and I just got out break even on the trade. You know, I told myself, you know, if we end up breaking underneath this 95 here, I'll just add back in. And what do you know, we do break down right towards 92. We got filled at 93, just no follow through, and then the same situation. You know, that buyer at 80 is just still there, but it just continuously kept looking fine and fine and fine, and then Finally just got that squeeze above that 14 there and just took another decent loss on it. And then after that one, that's where the squeeze finally came, and I don't know how I would have wanted to trade that. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that after, you know, taking 3 losses on this thing, if I'm still going to try and take this thing long, I don't see anything in here that makes me want to hop back in on that. Alright, so then it looks like we took NVIDIA. I'm not going to get into it. So NVIDIA made a decent looking triangle here. So I was looking at it around here. I think I just misread the price action on this. I just shouldn't have gone for this trade. So week open, sold off really hard, recovered all of it. Came back, kind of bounced around. You can see there's kind of like a little bit of a rollover pattern here, and just lost it underneath VWAP. So at that point, after seeing that big volume, the big down move, I was thinking, you know, it could be a good short. Gave me the trend line here. Came back to the top of this trend line here, and we kind of failed to break out higher. So at this point in here, I was thinking, okay, we could see a nice short. So we just kind of kept going, a little more sideways, another little push higher. So then we got back underneath the 150 here, and at that point, I was like, okay, this could be pretty good. But I mean, just flat out wasn't. Just no follow through, no nothing. So this was at 1040. 1040, the SPY just came off of high a day, and then at 1044 is when it squeezed and made a new high a day. So I guess that makes a difference. I mean, clearly it's weak here. You know, it's not as strong as it was weak. I mean, we're just kind of going sideways, a little bit of chop, a little bit of chop, a little bit of sideways action, but it's above VWAP. The 9 looked good in that one single moment, and it just failed. I don't know. It's like a mixed signals trade. It's not ideal. Again, you know, maybe I should have left it alone. I don't really blame myself for taking it. It's not an A setup, but it is definitely a B setup. So the Netflix, I mean, at this point, I was just getting really, just incredibly frustrated on the day. I mean, I saw so many things go without me being in them. I had so many missed trades. Really just a nightmare. So I was looking at Netflix, just clearly strong, holding above VWAP, holding above anything and everything. And we ended up making a pretty decent triangle here. Really nice. We initially had a really good breakout higher out of this triangle, and it started coming back. It was really weird because the SPY started acting pretty influential around here, but the SPY from this point just kept dropping, but Netflix just didn't. So I mean, if it's going to be strong, then it's going to be strong, and I want to be a part of that. So first off, took a long order as we broke in and came back up above. Only 100 shares. You know, it just kind of went sideways, but it's a nice little micro triangle in here. Got another little break higher. So what happened? So I added more, and then I took it all off. I'm gonna have to rewatch the video because I can't remember why or how that happened. So I took it all off, but I looked to get back in again, and I did get back in with 200 shares. It must have been a fat finger error. I don't know. I think I made 2 fat finger errors on this trade. I remember this one for sure. So I got back in, a little better price. I mean, it's just kind of a re-entry, just a stupid mess up, really. I mean, so let's see. I took $6 on that trade, and then I lost 17. So ultimately, I mean, I should have been in the entire time, not losing anything. But either way, got back in on it. Started bouncing around a little bit. You know, it started holding this 334 level really nicely. You know, previous resistance is becoming support. So I entered in off of that, and got the move I was looking for. Super great volume and everything. I took off 50, and then I made the fat finger error. I intended to put 50 shares for a limit order at like 335, like just a penny underneath the ask or something, just to try and, you know, cover the spread, really. But I ended up getting out on everything, and I thought I hit the X in time, but apparently I didn't. and I just got completely out of it. I should have been in this trade at least until up here, because this is the initial trend creation move. I mean, it's just perfect looking. So we came down here, put in a new pivot low, didn't make a new pivot high, so we have to be a little more cautious. This is just a complex pullback. It's not a complete pullback. If it broke higher here, like it did here, the new pivot low is down here at this 50. But we didn't here, so this still waiting on 50 as my stop loss. So then we get the initial move and we get that break higher, and then we have a new pivot here at this 83, but we get a pivot or a break higher, making this pivot solid as in a new stop loss. I should have caught that entire move. I should have had 50 shares in everything in there. I mean, if anything, I could have added back in at this 335 too. Again, previous resistance becoming support, but it was a little quick. I mean, I don't know if I would have been able to get in on that one. But the other disappointment was Tesla here. I think I was looking at it here. I can't quite remember. Either way, initial push, fantastic, going right into the 20s, previous resistance. It pulled back to 292.50, which should have held, and then 292, which is where I was watching it. And I tried to get a really nice order in here. Same with this complex pullback. You know, it's not making it made a new high here, so that made this the new pivot line, and it came right back to it and bounced off so nice. I tried to get 250 with like 20 cents of risk. Just blew it. I debated too long. I was like, I don't know if I should do it. And I mean, massive winner. I think I would still be in this trade if I had traded it right. Looking at INTC, I mean, it ended up being all right, I guess. It just kind of took forever. I mean, it's such a slow mover. I just decided not to take it in the first place. But I don't know. I don't want to go over every single mistrade that I took today. Today was just bad. Today was just flat out bad. Just so many missed opportunities, fat fingers, errors, non-compliance, trading. Just a mess. I mean, I can only say these things so many times, you know. I'm already just waiting for Monday. I just want Monday to come. I just want to get back to it and start trading the right way. You know, I just got to be confident in what I'm taking. Take it when I see it. Don't let it go. Give it too many chances. I mean, the setups are working fantastic. It's all my fault. I just keep stepping on my own toes, getting in my own way. You know, I see the money. I see it every single day, and I feel myself getting closer and closer. Some days, you know, it's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, that whole whatever. You know, I still got confidence. It's just experience, time, continually working on creating better habits, being compliant within my trading. Just gotta keep taking it a day at a time. I mean, I know the mistakes that I'm making, and I know what it is that I'm not doing that I should be doing. And eventually, you know, if I keep working at it, if I keep honestly quality trying to fix these issues, it's going to work out some days. And, you know, other days it's not. But overall, you know, I need to be getting to the point where it's more green than it is more red, because I keep having these smaller red days, and they keep getting smaller and smaller. You know, every now and then I get that big day, that big red day that slips in there, like a minus 300 or 250 or 400 or something. But I'm seeing the consistency be a little bit better. I mean, the numbers are just telling me that I'm on the right path. It's really slow. It's just slow progress. I mean, it's gonna work whenever it's supposed to start working, and I'm just gonna have to survive these days and just keep pushing, keep going on, keep working hard, and eventually things are gonna click, things are gonna turn around. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. I already know that. It's just gonna be a slow, you know, one of these days, one of these weeks, one of these months, it's just gonna be a really green week, really green month, you start having more green days than red days. Green days be bigger than red days. Red days just getting smaller and smaller. Green days bigger and bigger. And I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it until then. So we'll just have to wait till Monday, try again, make sure I'm doing the right things. And I am going to do a weekly recap. Maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. I might end up doing it today. I don't know how I'll feel yet. We'll see what happens. But till then, I'll be back later. Thanks for watching.